Talita na Radio Fiji One na mwirani nonda bonua.
Ando talita kana borrongo na Radio Fiji One singa toka mbuleta ni station ni alumatua.
Ando talita kabale una borrongo na Radio Fiji One station ni alumatua ilo toka.
Ando talita kabale una borrongo na Radio Fiji One mandi na station ni alumatua.
Au tungoi korbo. Ando borrongo lebe na station ni alumatua na Radio Fiji One. Ando borrongo na Radio Fiji One na station ni alumatua na bandoi tele.
Na Radio Fiji One nandu moi bitin bonga ni bienani.
In this bulletin, Fiji Labour Party announces first batch of candidates. Pacific Islands Development Forum gaining momentum. And Mombasa mill stops crushing due to low cane supply. Good evening and welcome to FBC News. I'm Amrita Priyadarshini. The Fiji Labour Party has announced 26 candidates that will contest the elections under its banner. Savara Tambua with the details.
The Fiji Labour Party believes its candidates have what it takes to take the country forward.
Some are familiar names and some are newcomers. But what we are happy about, that the names of the candidates that we had announced earlier today are made up of experience, professionalism and youth.
Some of the familiar names announced include the Fiji Labour Party president herself, Lavinia Padarath, former parliamentarians Udit Narayan and Riaz Sharma, Monica Ragwan, Hamendra Prasad, a former Suva City Council officer, academics Rosie Langi and Dr. Rohit Kishore. Strong FLP supporter Narayan Padarath, Rupeni Silmimbao, and two former police officers, Inspector Deo Prasad and Sakaya Suluo. Party spokesperson Kini Marewai says they have a wide range of applications to choose their next batch of candidates from.
We are confident that we have a lot of applicants, and the difficulty is choosing the right ones to go into these elections or to this election in September.
The Fiji Labour Party will announce the rest of its candidates on the first week of July. Sabaira Tambua, FBC News.
Members of the Fijian community in Sacramento turned up in numbers this morning for the memorial service for Fiji athletics rep Roy Ravana Jr. Tears flowed freely as his teammates, friends and American family packed the church for the memorial service. His white casket was covered with a white sheet with the Morris Brothers High School logo printed all over it. Ravana had been studying in the US for 2 years and expected to take up a track and field scholarship when he fell victim to a shooting incident. His body will be brought home to Fiji on Monday. The Pacific Islands Development Forum is gaining huge momentum. The second PIDF summit, which ended in Nandi yesterday, was attended by member countries and about more than 20 observers from overseas countries. Eleanor Turangayview reports.
The Pacific Islands Development Forum was formed in 2012 as an institution that looks after the sustainable development of Pacific Island countries. Its second summit, held over the last few days, attracted interest from the Pacific and beyond.
From a PIDF perspective is that we are gaining momentum, our memberships is increasing, our supporters from the international community is rising, so we're really happy with that.
Discussions during the summit centered on sustainable development, green and blue economy, and climate change. It's also enhanced relations between the island countries.
Fiji in particular, as the host for the second summit, we are strengthened by the fact that these countries and the other development partners saw the need for PIDF to be strengthened. And from our perspective, it is going to gain strength and momentum as we go from year to year.
The second summit has been hailed a success by the PIDF chair, Fiji's Prime Minister Vorenge Bainimarama.
Part of the attraction of the PIDF is still its novelty value. The fact that for the first time, we all have genuinely inclusive government, civil society, organizations, and business working together to forge a sustainable development path for all of us.
Meanwhile, preparations will now get underway for the third PIDF summit.
The summit and the Governing Council has endorsed a terms of reference that would allow us to develop a more formal foundation for PIDF. And it's going to be an interesting exercise and one that everybody's looking forward to. The expectation is that such an agreement will be tabled at the third summit.
Fiji will again host the third Pacific Islands Development Forum Summit next year. Eleanor Turangaibiu, FBC News.
The Secretariat of the Pacific Community, SBC, and the Pacific Islands Development Forum, PIDF, have made a commitment to work together to address issues relating to sustainable development in the Pacific. This follows the signing of a 4-year memorandum of understanding between SBC's Director General Dr. Colin Tukuitonga and PIDF Interim Secretary General Feleti Teo during the second PIDF summit in Nadi. The MOU recognizes the respective expertise and contributions of both organizations in assisting member Pacific Island countries to meet their national priorities in the areas of social, environmental, and economic development.
Inform them on the implications of economic and social activities on the environment. So we're trying to work with the youth so that they are familiar with the concept of respecting the economies, at the same time trying to ensure the sustainability of the environment.
The MOU comes into effect immediately. It will be subject to review after 2 years and renewable by mutual consent at the end of 4 years. Crushing at the Lambasa mill has been halted due to low cane supply. A statement from the Sugarcane Growers Council says this is due to a number of reasons. One is that many cane growers have not yet begun harvesting, as there was a confusion regarding the commencement date of crushing. The council says some gangs want to see the mill performance before bringing in their cutters. Some are still facing cutter problems and some have road access difficulties. FBC News understands improper maintenance of the railway near Gawa is also creating delays for the transportation of cane. Still to come on FBC News, Bollywood's Terence Lewis to be part of Season 2 of Fiji's Dancing Superstars.
Gold FM is #1 here in Sigatoka.
Gold FM is our favorite radio station here in Lautoka.
Gold FM is #1 in Nen.
I love listening to Gold FM in Ba.
We love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits here in Suva.
Hear about bottled cola, you immediately think of gold. I'm Josephine Sabi and I love hearing Gold FM.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Believe in yourself. That is the motto One Young Glass is going to the upcoming Hibiscus Festival. Aspiring lawyer Rosalia Ralulu is representing the Fiji Broadcasting Corporation to the Hibiscus Festival this year. Alan Stoltz caught up with her.
She hails from Budha Bay in Vakondrove. Rosalia Ralulu, a third-year commerce student majoring in management and public administration at the University of the South Pacific, explains why she's entering the pageant.
The reason is basically why I wanted to join the Vodafone Fiji Hibiscus Festival 2014 was that I love socializing and I love meeting new people. I also wanted to extend and improve on my network of people in terms of building on my career.
The passionate young lass also shares a few of the topics close to her heart.
I will be advocating on youth development and empowering women. I would like to encourage the youth and women out there to be self-confident, to be courageous, to become the person that you want to be. It's only when you believe in yourself that you are able to achieve whatever you set your mind to.
The Queen's first public appearance will be tonight at the Kyla Star Search.
I think it was nice of the Kyla Star Search team to invite the girls to come out and just meet people and say hello and get used to being in public.
Fiji Broadcasting Corporation won the crown last year with Queen Priscilla Reddy. This year a new queen will be crowned when the festival gets underway from the 15th to the 23rd of August. Ellen Stolz, FBC News.
Terence Lewis, one of India's biggest names in dance and choreography, will be part of Season 2 of Fiji's Dancing Superstars. Josephine Navula reports the people behind FDSS recently made arrangements for the reality TV star to come to Fiji.
Bollywood stars have been to Fiji before, but none to actually take part in a local reality TV show. Fiji dancing superstar director Sandeep Narayan says they've secured one of the big names as a guest on the show.
Season 2, we will have Terence Lewis in Fiji. Terence Lewis will be attending as a special judge for this season for the program. Apart from him, he will be sending a choreographer from Terence Academy, which runs a dancing academy in India. So 2 of his staff will be coming, which will be stay 1 month in Fiji to choreograph during the competition.
Fiji's dancing superstar, which aired on FBC TV last year, was a huge success. Narayan says season 2 will take things up a notch.
Much better, much bigger, and most that it will be an international standard show.
Auditions for season 2 will take place after September.
Season 2 of the show will not only be aired in Fiji, but will also be aired in New Zealand. However, Film Fiji acting CEO Florence Swami told FBC News there has been no confirmation yet on Terence Lewis's availability for the show. Josephina Bula, FBC News.
Fiji Broadcasting Corporation's famous Bula Tanoa show attracted a large crowd during their first ever live show in Ba last night. Host Nimilote Naisoro Tambua Apenisa Rakanade and Koliadi Vuadati entertained fans with more shows being promised for other centres later this year. The Bula Tanoa show in Ba has been a huge success. Musicians singing Ringi Waikola Ketabua and Simoni Vuatalevu provided the crowd with some of their favourite tunes. The show was sponsored by Vodafone and supported by Coca-Cola. Coming up in sports, Vodafone Flying Fijians come up short against Samoa. And Suva continues fine form in Vodafone Fiji Fact.
Talita na Radio Fiji 1 na mwirani nonda bonua.
Ando talita kana borrongo na Radio Fiji 1 singa toka mboleta ni station ni Alumatua.
Ando talita kabale una borrongo na Radio Fiji 1 station ni Alumatua ilo toka.
Ando talita kabale una borrongo na Radio Fiji 1 mandi na station ni Alumatua.
Au tungo korbo ando borrongo leve na station ni Alumatua na Radio Fiji 1. Ando borrongo na Radio Fiji 1 na station ni Alumatua na bandoi tele.
Na Radio Fiji 1 nando moi bitin bonga ni BNN.
Welcome to FBC Sports. Samoan fly half Tusi PC scored all of their points from the boot to defeat the Vodafone Flying Fijians 18-13 at the ANZ Stadium. The Japan-based player displayed a clinical kicking game as Fiji was penalised for various infringements. The home side managed to try in each half to Nemani Nandolo and Napoleone Nalaga, with Nandolo also scoring penalty and a conversion. Samoa led 15-5 at halftime. Fiji had numerous chances to win the match but was denied by handling errors and poor decision-making. In Lisoni, Longai Val scored the lone goal to help Lambasa beat Nandronga 1-0 at the Fiji Fact. The Stallions were looking to maintain their form, which saw them upset Ba by the same scoreline yesterday.
Then flicks it to Edwin Shaim. Shaim from that far touchline side, a good one, and Ilisoni Longibao. And in the 40th minute of play, a lovely bit of play by Lambasa, started by Chisoni Takala, and Ilisoni with that header, putting Lambasa up by 1-0.
And Suva maintained its fine form in the Vodafone Fiji Fact with a 4-1 drubbing of Navua. Coach Gurjit Singh says he expects more from his brigade as the tournament progresses. Chalendo Dhaka reports.
Suva is the team to beat in the Vodafone Fiji Fact after notching its second victory this afternoon. Captain Ravinesh Charan Singh was the hero, scoring a hat-trick of goals.
Yes, he really picked up. That's why I think I've appointed him as a captain, because I've seen him improving a lot during the training, and that's really helping him in this tournament.
Suva knows it's too early in the tournament to make any predictions and will maintain a cautious approach.
Still, we got a game in hand, but we got chances to qualify. We'll take, as we have been taking, a game at a time, so we'll be really serious for the next game.
The tournament continues tomorrow at Ratotambau Park in Nosori. Salendo Dhaka, FBC Sports.
There was mixed weather around the country today. Suva and Lambasa had showers for most parts of the day. It was fine in Nandi, Lotoka and Ba. Savu had cloudy weather. Looking at the temperatures, Ba, Nandi and Lambasa recorded the highest on our temperature chart, hitting 29 degrees. Suva and Savu recorded the lowest at 26 degrees. Tomorrow there should be fine weather in the west and also for Lambasa. Suva will have some showers and cloudy periods throughout the day. As for the further outlook, there should be fine apart from brief showers over the interior and eastern parts of the larger islands. It will be cool at night. Recapping our main stories. Fiji's Labour Party announces first batch of candidates. Pacific Islands Development Forum gaining momentum. And Lambasa Mill stops crushing due to low cane supply. On to this week's poll question. Do we need more political parties to contest the election? Visit our FBC website to take part. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via our Facebook page FBC News. If you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News or simply #FBC News. That's news for tonight. See you again tomorrow. Good evening.